Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. So for this video I decided to do something a little bit different. I've moved my chair in front of my video game shelf, that way it looks a little bit more professional and game related and less like I'm shooting in my bedroom. I just wanted to try a place where there's less clutter and unnecessary stuff in the background and more, game related stuff, because I typically talk about video games. And I'm still going to have to crop in the video a little bit because there's still some unnecessary stuff on the sides. So forgive me if the perspective looks a little weird. I'm trying something experimental here. So anyways, today I'd like to talk about the first game I ever backed on Kickstarter, which is a game called Buck. So what is Buck, you might be asking? Well, it's a mix of several genres in a sense, but I'll just describe it as the developers do. In this Metroidvania-style game, you play as Buck, a motorcycle garage mechanic who decides to leave everything behind to find the truth behind the disappearance of a girl. Buck struggles to adjust himself to a world he doesn't fully understand, traverse the wasteland while fighting and talking your way through junkyards, mountain passes, ghost towns, and survivor outposts. As the game progresses, Buck gradually pieces together the reasons that brought this world and its rugged inhabitants to their knees. I should also point out that the main inspiration behind this game and the main character came from a promise that one of the developers made to their dog. Some years back, they promised their dog, Bucky, that they would make a game about them. Unfortunately, their dog is no longer with us, but this game still continues on. This game features an apocalyptic noir story, 2D action brawling, player-driven dialogues, and even weapon customization. So it's a mix of a Metroidvania type of game, a action-adventure sort of game, maybe a shooting platformer type of game, and it even has some elements of an RPG with the weapon customization and player-driven dialogues and things of that sort. And at the time of making this video, it's 70% complete and has gone through 3 years of self-funded development. So the game is almost finished. Now the next question I should answer is, why am I backing this game, and why is this the first game I chose to back? Truth be told, I would have backed a lot of Kickstarter projects by now if I had more money, so Buck wasn't the first one that caught my attention. Thinking back to the past 2 or 3 years, which is around the time that I was first alerted to the concept of funding games on Kickstarter, the first project I seriously believed I would have backed, if I had the money, was Mighty Number 9. Yeah, thank God I'm poor, apparently. That would have been that would have been a mistake. Besides Mighty Number 9, some other Kickstarter projects I would have backed would have been a Double Fine Adventure, aka Broken Age, which I would have if A, I had the money, and B, if I even knew of its existence back then. Ukulele, Bloodstained, Shenmue 3, even though the backing to that game wasn't really necessary because it already had its own backing or something, I don't know. Psychonauts 2, the 7th Guest sequel, which I don't remember the name to it, but it was like a sequel to the 7th Guest and the 11th Hour, those two adventure games on PC back in the 90s or something. I might have backed that too if I had the money. Also, another one would have been the Narcissu anthology, I think that's how you pronounce the name, which is a visual novel, project. I read the first two, and hey, they're pretty good visual novels, man. Almost made me cry. And of course, the other project I would have backed would have been Buck. Actually, to be specific, it might have been like my second project I would have backed if I had the money. So I guess this seems fitting for it to be my first game that I backed. So why am I making this video? Well, for several reasons. First being, I wanted to spread more attention to this project. So far it's going along fairly smoothly. It's almost 50% funded, but I feel like as a backer and someone that wants to see this game actually come to life, I feel I should do more by making a video and trying to spread as much awareness of it out there as I possibly can, even though I know I have 100 subscribers and barely anybody watches my videos in general, but I'm trying my best to spread the word. The second reason would be that their first attempt at getting this project failed, And personally, as a guy who wants to be a game developer, this kind of, I guess in a way, kind of imagining myself in their shoes, I wouldn't want my game to fail, and I just kind of felt a little bad for them. But not only that, but I felt that this game had potential. I felt it could be a good game if it was finally released as a finished product. And I hate seeing good potential go to waste, man. Especially when it comes to video games, I just hate it. So I backed the game, and I'm making this video and trying to spread the word out there and just trying to help this game about as much as I can, even though my help is kind of small in comparison to, say, Cat Icarus making a video with his thousands and thousands of fans. But any help is good help, I suppose. So if I've somehow interested you in this Kickstarter project, the link to the Kickstarter will be down below. But if you don't exactly feel comfortable backing it just yet, there's actually a free demo that you can download on Steam. You don't have to back the project or anything, just go on Steam, look up Buck, download the demo, and play. And I've actually played the demo myself, and the reason I'd say played is because, well, the game doesn't exactly run that well on my computer. Now, I'm by no means trying to say that this is the game's fault and that it runs like shit. This is more so my computer's problem, because it's not really a gaming computer, per se. It's more like a business type of computer. Pretty much good for looking at YouTube videos and typing up documents and things of that nature, not necessarily gaming. I don't know if it's possible the developers could optimize it even more so it can run perfect on my subpar computer, but if they can, you know, that'd be great. But I'm pretty sure I just need to upgrade my computer. So I was able to load up the main menu and start the game, and I was able to walk around at the start where the motorcycle is just fine, but when I'd move a couple feet away from my motorcycle, the game would just crash. Like, literally just crash. However, there was this one time when I played where I decided to walk at the start instead of running, and apparently I was able to get through that part pretty smoothly, and I was able to get as far as the damaged car that you jump over. But as soon as I jumped over that and I stupidly decided to run again, the game just crashed. So I don't know, maybe if I just walk the entire game I could be okay, but I just probably need to upgrade my computer. So from what little I was able to play and what little area I had, I was able to personally decipher that I feel that the controls are good, the game seems like it could be fun if my computer could run it better. So I feel fairly confident in this game. And even with the keyboard, it controls pretty good, but I imagine a controller is better, so if you try out the demo, I'd probably recommend you play it with the controller. So that's going to do it for this video. I believe I've covered everything I need to cover about this game. If you want more information, the link to the project is in the description below. And if you back now, you can get the game for as low as $8. And with that $8, you can get a wallpaper pack, which gives you some nice little desktop backgrounds for your computer of the game Buck. You get a Steam key of Buck, and you also get a DRM-free download of Buck. So if you don't like Steam, or if you don't use Steam, you could, you know, just download the game onto your computer and just play off your computer and not through any digital service like Steam or Origin or any of the others. However, there's only about 25 spots left as of making this video, so if you want to get it for that low of a price, you better act now, because they're going to be gone fairly soon. Anyhow, thank you for watching this video, and I hope I've convinced you to help these developers out. They could really use your help, man. I really want this game to come to life. Anyways, later.